Now on the chart it says there, Animal Graafstra's RFID chip implants allows him to open his door and start his motorcycle just by moving his hand near them. Think that the New World Order promote this for our convenience? I do not think so. Now this is an article. Radio microchip implants excite some and alarm others. Now this appeared on August 2006. Now this is the same article zoomed in. 3 years ago, Silverman also proposed the use of implanted chips as a cashless payment system in retail outlets. Imagine going to a checkout counter and waving your hand instead of your credit card. Let me read it again. And waving your hand instead of your credit card. It's an interesting idea. No one can steal your identity and you cannot lose it, like a card or a wallet. Now this is a red flag, because it's the first time in history that a cashless society becomes a reality. Now this is still the same US news article. I'm going to read in the middle paragraph. Meanwhile, the government of South Africa is currently researching the implanting of chips in prisoners. Now this was in 2006. Farhad Aghdazi, who oversees the research program, said technical issues can be overcome as the implants will be done only on those with a criminal record, according to SABC News. Now this is an article, A Cashless Future for Franchises. RBS World Pay, and the date is the 28th of August 2009. And the heading, Matt Rosell, Head of Business Development at RBS World Pay. The debate about whether the UK will become a cashless society continues. But whilst we are not yet paying for goods and services with a blink of the eye or microchip implants, payment technology innovation looks set to continue, driven by consumer demand. Now this is biblical prophecy going in fulfillment about the mark of the beast. Now this is a reality happening right now.
Joining me now is Lance Ulanoff, editor-in-chief of PC Magazine. Lance, this sounds like some freaky science fiction book. Tell us what this is about. These two workers have microchips?
Right. Well, this is very, very real, and these microchips are about the size of a grain of rice. They get injected into your skin. They have a computer chip, a transceiver, and basically they can talk to an electromagnetic reading device, and this can allow you to open doors, access databases, and these devices, RFID is what this is called, is really starting to permeate our lives.
So what are any side effects? Can you have it taken out anytime?
Well, one, there are no apparent side effects because this is a medical grade capsule, but apparently it's not too easy to remove. But apparently it's not too easy to remove. And once it's in there, I'm sure, it scars over. In a workplace, when you want to, say, access a database or a certain room, you're brushing your arm across the reader.
So this is very localized, is what you're saying.
Yes.
So if somebody doesn't want their employer to know what they're up to in their off hours or where they're going,
that's right,
the employer really can't.
Right.
Keep your children safe. We'll tell you tonight.
In the next year, you'll be able to use your teen's cell phone to locate them 24/7. Younger children will get a small global positioning device hidden in their wristwatch or backpack. And just around the next high-tech corner, an electronic chip like this that can be implanted under your kid's skin.
Let's say children in your community start wearing wristwatches with GPS devices in them. Can't that only be a good thing for the community if it keeps children safe?
An implantable chip with a global positioning system to track people miles away, whether kidnapped or lost, just as cars can now be traced. A kind of LoJack for the body.
Technology on the cutting edge. We were interested today to hear that more than 100 law enforcement officials in Mexico are having microchips implanted in their arms. The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket checkout. In Mexico, this will be one more tool in the fight against crime. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
It's maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. a hidden, high-tech identification tag.
They're the access codes to your drop spot.
Now, Mexico's Attorney General and 160 of his deputies have had microchips implanted in their arms to control access to the country's new Criminal Investigation Center. It is to provide access, said the Attorney General, to the right people in exclusive areas where there is valuable, sensitive information. The microchip, the size of a grain of rice, is injected under the skin and gives off a low-frequency radio wave. A scanner reads each chip's identification number to verify an official's security clearance.
The microchip is tamper-proof, it's secure, no one can take your microchip and use it to their advantage to gain access to your facility.
The chip, developed by Applied Digital Solutions, is similar to those used in the U.S. to identify and return runaway dogs.
Now, 2,000 years ago, the book of Revelation warned us, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, except he that hath a mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Now here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. In Revelation 13 verse 16. Now could recommendation 666 of the Western European Union be the governmental system that will make war with the saints, as the Bible foretold us in Daniel 7 verse 21 and Revelation 13 verse 7? Now could this be the number of the beast whose military force will operate by the regulations and rules of recommendation 666? We cannot help to notice how they are using children to promote their idea to tag every human being as they tagged runaway dogs, and as they tag cereal boxes in supermarkets to control our movements. Now how long will it take them before they will force us to take this mark? Now only time will tell us. Now this is do-it-yourself kits that's available to implant the microchip yourself.
Okay, now there's a chip in there, I think. Is it really? Yeah, I think so. Huh? Oh my gosh. So you're just going to go down that direction?
The angle. If you want it at that angle, it'd be better to come in this way.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like a good angle you're hitting it too. That looks good.
Direct your hand. There you are. That's the angle you want. Up a little bit. There you are. This is so cool. More about 1/4 of an inch past the opening. This is cool.
This is where it's hurting.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. This is going to be the last little shove, and it's going to free up, so you got to be careful. You have control over how deep you're going.
Okay. I'm shaking the freaking dog.
Get all the way in there. There you go. It's in. Okay. Pull it out. It's right there. It's just like that.
Therefore the Bible tells us that anyone who gets the mark of the beast is doomed. There is no turning back, no forgiveness, no second chances, no redemption, no salvation, and no, God will not understand. Don't let Satan deceive you with lies to take the mark.